So we've seen a few properties.
Yeah.
Gonna give it some thought. But just paint me a picture. What happens now? So first time buying in Dubai. What happens after purchase?
See, I think, yeah, because a lot of people, especially international buyers, they thought like, okay, how
Does it work here?
Yeah, exactly. Buying properties in Dubai is as easy as you've never imagined.
Okay.
You can purchase a property within 10 minutes.
I see they sell properties at the mall as well.
Yeah.
That took me back. I'll
It's
never get used to
literally,
that.
yes.
Yeah.
So basically, let me guide you through. So basically, any property you're buying here, if it's an off-plan, let's say, something similar to these projects. So you put down the down payment. After down payment, you pay, there is a 4% registration fees, which you paid into the government. We call it DLD, Dubai Land Department. The authority that's responsible for all the real estate transaction, you pay them 4% for registration. Because the government is responsible for all your transaction during the period of construction and even after that. Okay. So you pay 4% of the property as a property registration and the down payment, sometimes 10%, sometimes 15%, but most of the time it's 20%. So every project of what you can see has a specific escrow account in one of UAE banks that is responsible for this project. This is the escrow account that you are paying your installments, everything during the construction, even upon handover. Okay. And the developer doesn't have access to get any money out of it.
Okay.
This is fully monitored and controlled by the government and by DLD.
Okay.
So basically you pay the down payment and then just in 48 hours maximum, you get the SPA. SPA is a term, we use it in real estate, especially in Dubai. It's called Sales and Purchase Agreement, the contract, to make it more simple.
No, the escrow is important because there was a time where people would invest into their projects, not with evolutions, but as a whole in general. People would invest into it and developer runs off with the money.
Yeah.
Just so
I like that you mentioned they
yes,
don't
you
have
want
Actually-
peace of mind, so there's peace of mind.
The escrow this escrow system started after the global crisis back in 2008. So the government immediately reacted to this because back in the days, as I was explaining in the beginning, that you pay towards the developer himself. So the government at that point didn't have control over the money because the money is in the developer's account.
Got you.
So he can just cash it out, exit.
Crazy.
But after the crisis that happened in 2008, and which is Dubai has like affected Dubai a little bit. So basically they started with this escrow program or like escrow account that they have full control on it. And also the developer doesn't have control. They cannot access the money. So now they have full control on the money transaction. They have full control in everything. And since then, it's becoming one of the most successful ideas that ever exist in real estate.
So it's bank transfer, SPA.
You sign the SPA. Now your relationship is between you and the developer till now. The developer has to take your SPA and go to Dubai Land Department to register your property. And after that, you get something from Dubai Land Department. We call it Uqood. Uqood is an Arabic word, means contract. We call it initial contract. This is not the final contract that you're receiving. This is the initial contract that you will get during the construction phase.
Okay.
Once the building is handing over, once you paid all your money and there is nothing on this property, you paid full, property is delivered, everything is fine, you get the keys, you get the final contract, we call it title deed, which is, everyone knows title deed.
Okay.
So we have two phases. The phase during construction where you have a contract, the SPA, and the initial contract, which is Uqood from the Dubai Land Department. till you reach the handover, you paid everything on the property, you get the final contract, which is title deed for the property.
So,
All of this is being done online. You don't
So when
need
you're
even
away,
to come.
Tech, I want to make that purchase now. Okay, cool. Let's start the process.
This
That's
your
SPA,
show, yeah.
this SPA, because Evolution, when we started, we want to be a little bit advanced.
yeah.
So basically, you can sign the reservation, the SPA, all of that online. With one link, DocuSign, come to your email. You don't need to sign like hundreds of paper. You just put your initial, put your
That's
signature, boom,
That's different.
you're done.
So tell me, some of these units are off plan still, right? Or
Yeah.
they're available off plan.
Most of them.
Yeah. So what protections do I have if there's late delivery or construction is late or, you know,
That's a very good question.
these things can happen?
100%.
Yeah.
It can happen everywhere.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen only in Dubai.
Yeah.
But that will bring us to the same topic we were talking about, that the developer doesn't have access to the money during the construction. You know when the developer gets his money? When he's handing over
Keys.
the keys.
Okay.
So this is one of the things that the government is doing just to control that. So basically, the developer will not get a single dirham from his money into the escrow until the building is already handed over and complete, so he can go and request and get his money and make his profit.
So it's
all
within
of
their
this,
interest to finish as quickly as possible.
Absolutely.
exactly. So this is how they are controlling the construction. I cannot say, yes, delay might happen. There are force majeure. We had
This
pandemic.
happens.
But so for that case, if it's in their best interest to finish, that's where you cross the line of, are they rushing this process? Am I still getting a product that is detailed and to
Yeah.
quality? Those things matter
Yeah.
in terms of the process that Evolutions goes through.
Yeah. Due
See,
diligence.
a lot of people are asking, like, why I'm paying 4% registration? Why 4% and why?
No, it's the administration.
No, it's not. It's a registration fees. But not many people know when you are paying this 4%, you are actually paying for an authority that is taking care of each and every right you have in this property. They do inspection every 3 to 6 months
I've heard of that actually.
on the property, on the construction, on how the construction going. Are you using the same material that you agreed upon when you are registering the project? And then even before the handover. So basically, when you are paying this 4%, some people say, okay, I'm just paying for the registration of the property. But this 4% is actually
Regulation or
protecting you from a lot of things. So checking, you know that DLD, every 3 to 6 months, they send inspection to see the construction, to see the construction material.
I mean, they should if a tower is 70 stories high.
Exactly.
And if it's G+4, well, I want to know. Make me have peace of mind.
yeah.
And now everything is online with one application
That's
called
crazy.
Dubai Rest app. You can follow all your construction. You can see how the construction milestone in your project. You can see all your properties. It's fully automated now.
I think I'm starting
Accessibility to
see-
everything.
Yeah. Fun to see why real estate is so competitive here. It's so
Because we are way
advanced.
more advanced.
Yeah.
I remember I have a lot of clients from everywhere. If you want to buy a property in London, it might take you 4 to 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you wanna buy
we were
property-
looking at it and it's a
Exactly. You need to hire a lawyer. The seller need to hire a lawyer. And then you keep the lawyer are discussing with each other.
yeah.
And then you agreed upon terms.
Yeah.
Here, sales transaction, property transaction could be done in 15 minutes.
It's crazy.
Done.
That's how fast. And that's how much European doesn't understand.
Right.
When we are telling them that this project is sold out in one day, they feel that we are joking.
Yeah.
It is true.
Wow. Okay.
Here,
Quick.
things are moving really quick.
Let's go have lunch. Let's call it.
Skip.
It was really pleasure.
Thank you so
I know
Really
you have
pleasure.
rehearsal.
I want to
Be
see
in
a lot.
touch. Yes. We'll be back.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, let's go
Appreciate
eat.
you. Yeah.
You have rehearsals.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Appreciate
Thank you,
it.
Tech. Always pleasure to meet you.
And let's.
I'll bring my wife next time.
Tech Sales Dubai.